Hey y'all, I just wanted to share with you one of my success stories from several years ago. I thought about it today while I was in the driveway looking at my Jeep, my second Jeep, not my first one. But I remembered some techniques and ways that I played around with manifesting being a Jeep girl. And before I was a Jeep girl, I was a minivan mom. I drove minivans for about 6 years. And one day I just had a desire to be a Jeep girl. I thought it'd be really cool to drive around in a green Jeep with my kids. And it was like, okay, I have a desire. I want to drive a Jeep. I want to be in a green Jeep, and I had to first make that decision. What do I want? Okay, now what implies I have that Jeep is the next thing I go to. Okay, so if I had a green Jeep, I would probably be seeing it in my driveway, not my neighbor's driveway. That's really important. I'd probably be looking out my window right over there and seeing it. I would probably see a keychain on my keychain holder by my door, and it would probably say Jeep on it. And if I wanted to feel that keychain where the letters are, I would feel the coldness, and I think it's metal. I would feel it on the keychain. What implies I have it? My van's gone. There's no van in the driveway. I'm not driving a minivan. And what also implies it? I'm probably going to be waving and doing the peace sign at other Jeep drivers on the road. And okay, then I'm going to make a scene. Okay, what scene did I make? I played around with this a bunch of different ways. And I was pretty new to the law of assumption at the time, so I was really exploring and just seeing. So I pictured the Jeep in my driveway. That's one thing. I really felt into being behind the wheel through my own eyes, seeing my own hands touching the steering wheel and seeing the word Jeep in front of me. Not Dodge, minivan, Jeep. And I would actually do this while I was in my minivan. I would go about my day driving, and sometimes I would picture the Jeep, the word Jeep. And what nailed it for me was I started driving around in my minivan doing the Jeep wave. I didn't even think about it. It just happened. And next thing I knew, I was at the dealership talking to them about Jeeps. And I was really, really wanting a certain Jeep. And then everything just lined up perfectly, and I ended up getting a really good deal on this Jeep. Like, stupid cheap. It was like $88 a week. Sorry, bi-weekly. It was $88 bi-weekly. I think, yeah, bi-weekly, which is super, super, super cheap. I could be wrong. It could have been weekly, but it was stupid cheap. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to do this. And right before my Jeep came in, I was in another country, and that exact Jeep and color pulls up to this random cafe that I'm at. And I was like, oh, you have the exact Jeep that I'm going to be getting anytime. I'm just waiting for the phone call. And they were actually from Canada, or got it from Canada. And as soon as I got back home from this trip, I got the call, Jeep's ready. And just shortly before that, that's when I was driving and I started doing this Jeep wave, which is so funny. And then I wanted to get an upgraded Jeep. So how this happened was really cool. I played around with imagining it which in the new Jeep, there's heated seats, nicer wheels, other upgrades. So I was feeling into those new and different experiences, again, through my own eyes, having that experience. And the dealership called me and like checked in with me. So I went in and I was like, I really want the same color but better, like upgrades. And she's like looking at everything and she goes, oh wait, we have a Sarge green Jeep coming in. A couple changed their mind and now it's available. And I'm like, that's the exact one. So then I got my second Jeep. The importance here I'm gonna draw into is on the fact that I was having the experience through my own eyes. I was participating in the scene, not spectating. I was associating, not dissociating. I see the benefits of doing both, but I believe that you have more success when you are truly in the experience yourself, through your own eyes, seeing, feeling, touching, tasting, smelling. It's all through your own experience, participating in the scene, not you seeing you, because I feel like then it's being placed out of reach. So when you are wanting something, make sure when you're doing your scenes, you are participating in the scene. And when you're going about your days, make sure you're reinforcing the wish fulfillment, living from it. That's super important. It's funny how I was just like doing this Jeep wave all of a sudden. Yeah. Anyways, if this was helpful, please make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment if you'd like. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't, to support the growth of this channel and to get more useful content. Much love, guys. Until next time.